Hello and welcome back to the market. We see a little bit of green today, and Bitcoin sits at 64,100 as I'm filming this. So let's check the graphic. And yeah, we are in the same range. And the doctor said he will buy in below this, below 64. Uh, let's uh, let's go through this first. So the doctor says, I never shorted the exact top 125k top. I shorted throughout the 115 125k range, sold all my Bitcoin and went into big short position by calling the end of the bull market. Don't say that my 115 125 short was perfectly entered at 125k. Of course, that would be like a bit too much to have the exact top and the exact bottom. So when it's simply not true, my entry was in this range, not the perfect as some people mention. So yeah, some people tend to see him like, oh, he's doing 100% perfect thing and perfect prediction, which is not, but he's pretty accurate, and he's doing very good very good ranges for buying and selling. And today my accumulation range is 64-54k, and and it's, what if it's gonna be 53? You won't buy. So, and I'm buying accordingly. I won't be able to predict the exact bottom, and everyone who claims he can is a liar. I'm good at predicting regions, which is true. This is true, and I appreciate your respect for that. My buying region indicates that this is the bottom region, and I'm preparing for that. So he said in the past that Bitcoin might get to 40k or 45k, but he retracted that, and now he's accumulating in this range. And I said even before, I'm somewhat good at predictions, but actually I was expecting to be a little bit worse at prediction, but I kind of predicted this as well, that the bottom might have been in. And I also predicted that the Fed will hold the rates. There won't be any hikes, and the chances that there won't be any hikes will go up slowly. And actually one day before was 32.8, and I said the chances will go up, and today we sit at 41.1. And I wasn't expecting to be to have such a good prediction. I even surprised myself, and I think they will go above 50 soon. How soon, I don't know, but we still have a lot of days until the next Fed meeting. 42 days, so it's a lot of time. A lot can happen in this time, in 42 days. So the next one is from Crypto Rover, who says, sorry bulls, Bitcoin last two bear market bottoms formed between Fibonacci 0.382 and 0.5 levels. Why 0.382? Why not 0.38? But that's Jesus. And where is between 5 here? I disagree with this guy now, on this post at least. If history repeats, Bitcoin could still fall. That's a could. That's a possible. That's nothing burger basically from this guy this time. Sometimes he has got some good posts, but this one, here it was like it barely touched this the first line, and here went below, and now so nobody knows. Really, nobody knows about this. This is not an accurate thing to watch. So yeah, let's go to the next one, which is an interesting one, and it's actually very bullish prediction that can not prediction, post that can have a chain reaction. So oil is crashing while US stocks hit fresh record highs as traders price in reopening of Strait of Hormuz. Brent crude and VTI have fallen 13 this week from 79 and 75 respectively, marking their lowest level since 13th of July. So the Dow closed at a record 54,085. So while the S&P finished at record 7,736. So if they open the straight, the chances will go up, which they already do, to hold and maybe even cut the rates, and this would be very bullish for crypto, especially for alts. Now we'll have to see about that. This should be a chain reaction. So let's go to the next post. Breaking: billionaire Arthur Hayes just said Bitcoin bottom is absolutely in. So I'm not a billionaire, but I already said that, and I said it's a 90% chance in my last videos. We are about to go parabolic soon. I don't think we are about to go parabolic soon. I think we are about to be in this range and then slowly go up. Like, I think it would be more boring now as we start to go up. It will be slightly more boring, because if you look here, when we went from come on, what's wrong with CoinMarketCap? Jesus. So what's wrong with this graphic? Anyway, today doesn't want to work for some reason. If you watch here, we didn't go parabolic in the start. We just went parabolic here. This is not parabolic. This is not parabolic. So yeah, but I think we will maybe start to go up, to have a leg up, or slowly crawl up. But that's just my opinion. And let's go to the next one. Breaking: President Trump calls on the Senate to pass the Clarity Act again. I think he's done that a few times. So no, he don't want this Clarity Act because it would bring clarity, he says. So, and yeah, his coin, I don't know what to say about this, but yeah, it might be something going behind the scenes that we don't know. We won't know, but once it passes, it should be bullish. But when will it pass? I don't know. So let's go to the next one, which is from that Martini guy, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is currently trading at 64,300. Actually, it's a bit lower now. So it has broken back above the 64 resistance level. That's the first step. Now the question is whether the buyers can keep it there. If they do, 65,700 is the next level. So if you're trading, those levels are important. But if you're holding and buying for long term, or for buying now and selling in a few months, that's not very important. However, so reports suggest that the US and Iran are close to reopening the Strait of Hormuz, which could ease pressure on oil and improve the outlook for risk assets. The technicals and macro are finally starting to line up. Let's see if Bitcoin can take advantage of it. So And you can see this chart. I don't know what to say, but it doesn't look very. I'm not a short-term trader, and right now we are still above it, actually, and let's go check it. So we are. When he posted this, we were here. So yeah. I didn't really look at the 4-hour chart, but yeah, it's interesting. It's okay. So yeah, if you're a trader, that's more interesting for you. But I'm long term accumulating alts, and I've spoken about that in my other videos. So let's go to the next post, which is the last one that I want to show you. Is Michael Saylor's strategy dumping Bitcoin again? So wallets linked to strategy transferred 1,030 Bitcoins, $66 million again in 2 hours. So, that's for Bitcoin, that's not a lot. I'm curious how will this affect the market now. We are at 219 and fear is at 38. It should be lower. I think it should be lower. Yeah, I don't know. This it's already a controversial guy, and he's never selling, but now he's selling, and I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. So I hope you enjoyed, and see you at the next one.